Welcome to Bolivia, one of the most trying and rewarding countries I've visited. Our 5 days planned route went from Copacabana to Uro, on to Sucre and Potosi, then Uyuni, with a day off to visit the salt flats before heading south to Argentina. Most of this was spent at an average altitude of 10,000 feet. We crossed the border in the late afternoon and arrived at Copacabana, no, not that one, on the banks of Lake Titicaca. After a good night's sleep, our first challenge of our first full day in Bolivia was to cross Lake Titicaca on rickety wooden boats, and that was the main proportion of the entertainment for the day. The remainder of the day was fairly steady, riding on tarmac roads, until we decided to get some petrol. Fuel in Bolivia is subsidised, so for outsiders there's a convoluted process of recording registrations before you can fuel. So we were refused fuel twice on day one and ended up limping the last 70 miles at 50 miles an hour. We arrived in Oruro to a party in full swing and spent the evening exploring. Although what was fueling it we never discovered, but it certainly wasn't alcohol. We couldn't find a bar anywhere. I woke up the next day with what felt like a hangover anyway, but was more likely the effects of altitude. The town's at 12,500 feet. Today's ride to Sucre will mostly be dirt roads, and over 200 miles of it. By the end of the day it seemed entirely normal to come around a corner and find diggers of all shapes and sizes, teetering on precipices, clearing landslides. And so we hit the first of many roadblocks.
Where's the fucking road go? This is what Eric calls Golden Peace Road. I'm going to give you a push.
And then it was my turn. The saving grace of having to stop and wait was in having the time out to breathe in the incredible landscape and marvel at the Andes in all their glory. We continued like this for the rest of the day, on the one hand admiring the amazing view and appreciating the wonderful riding, and on the other hand just trying not to fall off.
All right. You see me doing this before?
You know it's fun. And then, inevitably, I got a puncture. Repaired in record time given our recent day's training. The following day was much easier. We managed to find some tarmac roads. Although Gaz wasn't feeling great after some dodgy dinner the night before,
and he got a dose of the punctures, we pressed on and found ourselves a new uni in early afternoon. With enough time for a couple of beers, some sightseeing, gift shopping, and enjoying the evening's entertainment. Join us next time when we hit the salt flats.